The valley slumbered between the Chimanimani Mountains and the Save River. It was a place of vibrant greens and earth-toned browns. The air was always alive with the music of nature. The wind whispered through the tall grasses. Birds sang their sweet melodies. The Save River flowed with a rhythmic pulse, its waters reflecting the vast African sky. This was the heart of Zimbabwe, a place where time seemed to stand still. Life moved at a different pace here, dictated by the rising and setting sun. The people of the valley lived in harmony with the land. They were a community bound by tradition, their lives interwoven with the cycles of nature. They celebrated the rains that brought life to their crops. They danced under the stars, their voices echoing through the valley. Each day was a testament to their resilience and their deep connection to their ancestral home. The valley held their stories, their laughter and their dreams. Nyasha was a vision of grace and beauty. Her laughter was like the chiming of wind chimes. Her smile could light up the darkest night. She moved with the elegance of a gazelle. Her eyes as deep and mysterious as the African night held a wisdom beyond her years. Nyasha possessed a spirit as wild and untamed as the land she called home. She yearned for adventure. She dreamt of a love that would set her soul on fire.
I dream of a love that will set my soul on fire.
Nyasha spent her days helping her mother in their small field. They grew maize, pumpkins, and sweet potatoes. The work was hard, but Nyasha never complained. She found joy in the simple things. The feel of the sun on her skin, the laughter of children playing, the stories told around the fire at night, yet a part of her longed for something more. She felt a stirring within her, a desire to experience the world beyond the valley. One scorching afternoon, Nyasha went to the Save River to fetch water. The sun beat down on her back as she filled her clay pot. She sat down on a rock to rest, her feet dipped in the cool water. As she gazed out at the shimmering surface, she heard a melody drifting on the breeze. It was a love song, sung in a voice both strong and gentle. Nyasha's heart quickened. She had never heard anything so beautiful.
What is that enchanting melody?
Cautiously, Nyasha followed the sound. It led her to a clearing where a young man sat beneath a baobab tree playing a worn guitar. He had the build of a warrior, lean and muscular. His eyes, as dark as the river stones, held a depth that intrigued her. This was Tafara, a traveler from a distant village. He had come to the valley seeking inspiration for his music. Little did he know he would find it in the eyes of a beautiful young woman by the river. Nyasha sat silently, listening to Tafara's music. His song spoke of love, loss, and the beauty of the natural world. She felt a connection to him, as if his music had awakened something deep within her soul. When he finished playing, Nyasha hesitantly approached him. She had never spoken to a man outside of her family before.
Your music, it's beautiful.
Thank you. I am Tafara. What is your name?
I am Nyasha.
Tafara smiled at her, his eyes filled with warmth. They spent the rest of the afternoon talking, sharing stories of their lives and dreams. Nyasha was captivated by Tafara's tales of his travels. He spoke of bustling cities, vast deserts, and towering waterfalls. Tafara, in turn, was enchanted by Nyasha's quiet grace and her deep connection to her land. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, they knew that this was just the beginning of their story. In the days that followed, Nyasha and Tafara were inseparable. They met every day under the shade of the baobab tree. They talked for hours, their conversations flowing as effortlessly as the river.
I dream of becoming a renowned musician, Nyasha. I want to see the world, to share my music with everyone.
I love my family deeply, Tafara. I feel a strong connection to this land. I hope for a brighter future for all of us.
They laughed together, their joy echoing through the valley. They confided in each other, their secrets safe within the circle of their love. Their bond deepened with each passing day, blossoming into something precious and rare. It was a love born of shared dreams and whispered promises. As the weeks turned into months, Nyasha and Tafara's love grew stronger. They shared stolen glances across the crowded market. They met at their special place by the river, their hearts beating in unison, but their happiness was tinged with a bittersweet edge.
Nyasha, I know I can't stay in the valley forever. My journey calls to me. I long to share my music with the world.
One evening, as the stars twinkled above them, Tafara told Nyasha that he had to leave.
I promise to return for you, Nyasha. I will make you my wife.
Nyasha's heart ached at the thought of his departure, but she knew that she couldn't ask him to stay. She loved him too much to clip his wings.
I will be here waiting for you, Tafara. Follow your dreams.
Section 7, Years of Waiting. Tafara left the valley the next morning, his guitar slung over his shoulder.
I watched him go, my heart heavy with sadness.
She stood on the hillside, her hand shading her eyes until he disappeared from view. The valley seemed quieter, emptier without him. Nyasha threw herself into her work, finding solace in the rhythms of nature.
I cared for my aging parents, my heart filled with a quiet strength. I never forgot Tafara, his memory a beacon of hope in my heart.
Years turned into a decade. The seasons changed, the rains came and went, and still, Nyasha remained faithful to her promise. She never lost faith that Tafara would return. Her love for him was a constant flame, burning bright despite the distance and the passage of time. Section 8, Return of the Wanderer. One day, a familiar melody drifted on the breeze. Nyasha's heart skipped a beat. Could it be?
I raced towards the river, my heart pounding in my chest. There, beneath our baobab tree, sat Tafara.
He was older now, his hair streaked with silver, but his eyes still held the same warmth that had captivated her all those years ago. Time seemed to stand still as their eyes met.
I ran into his arms and we held each other close, our tears a testament to the years of longing and separation.
Tafara had returned just as he promised. He had traveled far and wide, sharing his music with the world, but through it all, his heart had always yearned for Nyasha, his love for her unwavering. Section 9, Forever Entwined. The entire village erupted in celebration when they heard that Tafara had returned. A feast was held in his honor, and the sounds of laughter and music filled the air.
Nyasha and Tafara were married under the light of the full moon. It was a simple ceremony, but it was filled with love.
They built a life together in the valley, their home filled with the sounds of children's laughter. Tafara taught their children to play the guitar, passing down his love of music to the next generation.
I continued to tend to my garden, my hands now wrinkled with age but still strong.
They lived long and happy lives, their love a source of strength and inspiration to all who knew them. Section 10, A Love Echoing Through Time. Generations passed and the story of Nyasha and Tafara became a legend whispered on the wind. Their love story was a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. It spoke of hope, resilience, and the unwavering belief in the power of love to conquer all. The baobab tree where they first met became a sacred place. Young lovers would carve their initials into its bark, seeking blessings for their own love stories. And so the love story of Nyasha and Tafara lived on, an eternal flame burning bright in the heart of the valley. It was a reminder that even in a world filled with uncertainty, some things, like love, have the power to transcend time and distance. Their love echoed through generations, a timeless melody carried on the wind.